Coming to you from another Colorado snowstorm. I'm Alex Ansary. It is December 2nd in the year 2018. It is that cold time of year. It is that snowed in time of year. Thank you for tuning in. It is a little bit of a challenge for me to maintain a certain level of passion and drive and creativity when environmental circumstances are a certain way, but I am with you here at the moment. Hope you're all doing well. We're all in between, of course, the holiday season, in between Thanksgiving and, of course, Christmas, which is coming up. I understand many of you are in urban areas. I'm coming to you from off the grid using solar power and, of course, a generator. I appreciate those of you over at Patreon and would ask that those of you that can support, that you do. It is very much appreciated, especially during periods like this and when I'm snowed in. Now, I want to just touch upon cryptocurrency really briefly today, as it is in the news. People are investing in cryptocurrency for the first time, and they may come across reviews on YouTube, and they may not know that some of these people have been paid by cryptocurrency companies to put out a favorable review. And we're asking the ultimate question here today. Where's some of the money coming from that has gone to some of these startup cryptocurrency IPOs? Why are some people in the alternative media, for example, Chris Green, received $7,500 from Hacken, which is based in the Ukraine? That company raised about $3 million, startup online for their company. Is there something more that we need to know? That's all I'm asking. There's many roads that we can speculate about individuals, organizations. I'm not here to do that today. Just go into wild speculation. I think that there is genuine cause for concern. The other thing is, I hear now about this Timmy coin, right? People talk about monetizing your DNA data with some of these companies. And the whole idea sounds incredibly strange. The arguments is what sets off the red flags. When someone comes out and says, well, these companies have your DNA and they're making money off of it, you should make money off of it too. And, there's a lot of explanation that's missing. The other thing that comes up, people say things like, look at the dollar. Look at the dollar collapsing. Well, it's not collapsing at the rate that they're saying. I don't think the economy is good, but just because one system may be bad, it's just like politics, it doesn't mean that the other is good. There's a lot of people that are in the left-right paradigm that think that Trump is outside the establishment that are also proponents of Bitcoin. If people are deluded on one level, do you think that they're not going to be deluded on another level? Another point. Some people, right, that have already been named, seem to have bet their name on this. Now, I don't think that they've bet their bottom dollar. I think that they put their name on the idea of Bitcoin going to $250,000 by a certain time. Are they being paid to say that? And how then is Bitcoin really structured? There are some people that act like it's almost this like collective AI consciousness that the founder of Bitcoin and the story behind that. But is that the real story? Is that the real story? People talk about Bitcoin like it's not like run by a central command, and I'm no expert. But are there forces of interest with regards to cryptocurrency that have paid people to go out and get people involved in it? Just get them involved in it. And if so, why would they do that? Is Bitcoin the honey trap for the digital world order currency? And will microchips be involved at some point? The question is, why would they not? And, there's a lot of good shows, by the way, with Coast to Coast AM. There's one with Michio Kaku. And he is well known around the world for his commentary on technology today. And not necessarily looking at certain transhumanistic possibilities from a worst case scenario, but looking at it from, well, this is what's possible with technology. People can literally, instead of live life, maybe have an avatar instead, and be going through an extended life virtual reality type of thing. So knowing that we're going in a certain direction, which is already scary enough for a lot of us that don't want that, why wouldn't there be some sort of, at the end of the yellow brick road, some sort of implantable microchip to go along with cryptocurrency? There seems to be signs of it leading to something else. And so Bitcoin could have, by design, think about it, be the thing that made it really easy for people to invest. At one point, maybe get their ecstasy on the internet. We heard things in the news, you and I, early on about Bitcoin being used to buy certain things on the internet. Some people got ideas from that. Some people got on the internet and started joining what they thought was the dark web, or places where, I don't know, they think they're getting away with stuff, and maybe they are to a certain degree. Sounds pretty risky. So early on, I saw that the honey was put out there for the masses to get involved, and I would argue that it's a gullible masses in general. And you could be a decent person that watches this channel that's involved in cryptocurrency. No one's under attack that's involved in cryptocurrency. I am not emotionally invested one way or the other. I'm skeptical of the claims that some people have made, especially with regards to 1000x returns. And so I'm a simple guy, right? It's not so much about being a fan of the Federal Reserve dollar. It's that the dollars are still the currency of our society. I also don't trust Coinbase entirely. There aren't exactly, by the way, significant numbers, or really anyone, that's really trying to donate to my work with cryptocurrency, which is fine. Now, if there was a different demographic, for example, people that watch my videos, long ago I would have added a Bitcoin wallet or ledger. It has its popularity with an element of the alternative media and with an element of the content creators on YouTube. And then there are some of us that are still in the traditional system. I've gone my own way, and I have worked to invest in my own psychological freedom from life in the grid. And my concern is that some of these technologies, although they have their benefit, right? And someone could, take a look at my situation and go, well, Alex, it would make way more sense to be doing all types of cryptocurrency related endeavors while off the grid because of the time available to do that, yada, yada, yada. I don't know about mining for crypto using solar power. I've never heard anybody suggest that, but I'd be open to some ideas. But no, I don't think that that's the path for me. The ultimate currency that I traffic in is the currency of ideas. I share knowledge. I share ideas, right? Some people choose to, and thank you for those of you that do. Some people choose to support my work on Patreon. And right now, by the way, your support is needed. Also on PayPal, these are challenging times. But I've just followed my own hunch, just to be honest with you. It's not a bias or a prejudice against crypto or those involved in crypto. Something has kept me away from something that I think can lead a certain amount of people to something akin to a crypto fever, kind of like a gold fever. And because we are already so connected with technology, to have a technological based currency, I mean, the YouTube AdSense is crazy enough and definitely not very rewarding, but there could be a lot of upset emotions that can come with a loss. And to be honest, I do wish that maybe I would have invested in certain things years ago, but I try to stay away from wishes regarding the past. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. The way that I'm looking at things, we're heading towards some very challenging times in the future. Friendships, community, those things have more value than crypto. And if we were to deal with a major solar event or an EMP, those very things would be more important than money itself. I did have a dream recently that the sun was beginning to wake up again. It was like a flash of energy that the sun released. Kind of like, a flash of solar wind energy that hits the earth, or a CME, which is incoming in the next few days. As we see these events unfold in Ukraine with Russia, right? As we see things build up in the South China Sea, we're aware. We don't know the hour of the day, right? For example, necessarily, of certain things hitting the fan. And when those things hit the fan, it's certainly not going to be the end of the world, but it's something that's heading towards our reality. It seems sinister, but very possible there would be an attempt to not help the populations, but to dupe them. To point them in the direction of cryptocurrency, and to have certain agents of influence out there telling people, well, hey, I've got the secret download. If you just get your money out of the stock market in time, you can save your house. And I think that's the ultimate deception, when people will say those things when they know that it's not the truth. Anyways, that's all for now. I'm Alex Ansary, signing off. We'll see you in the next video.